My name is Tosin and I'm in Group 4.
My name is Stella.
My name is Lorna.
My name is Christina.
Our chosen genre, we decided to do a drama. Dramas usually consist of emotion and conflict. There's strong emphasis on these devices in dramas, and they have the power to move, inspire, and change the people that watch them.
For some examples of our chosen drama, when we first started off with our idea, it was inspired of a short film by a group called One Few Productions called When Fire Fell. What happened inside the storyline is that it was telling the story of a girl and her relationship through different personal objects she had. Here are some other films that inspired our idea as well, that other dramas too.
Gustav Freytag was a novelist from the 19th century. He believed that all dramas were made up of 5 main stages. These were the exposition, where the film gives the basic information and background. The rising action, where the problem starts to build up. The climax, where the problem has just basically blown off the roof of the film, and everyone's deep into the film. The falling actions, when things start to go right. And then lastly, the denouement, or the resolution, where the problem is solved. This is our mood board, which is based around despair, loss, and isolation. We're using it as our visual inspiration, and we found most of the images were people reaching out for windows in a dark room, and we thought we could do something similar. So we'd probably use a dark lit room, very little lighting, to add to our the realisticness of our film.
With the narrative, our film follows the story of a girl who just lost her sister recently, and she's finding it a very hard time to cope as well. We based it on the theme of despair as well, so she's lost all hope. And within the storyline is that she looks through her sister's journal, and throughout the journal tells the story between the 2 sisters as well, leading up to the events of her sister's death and her finally overcoming that depression and despair. And also the point we wanted to pull out from the film was that after every kind of difficult situation, what happens is that finally that the sun will shine again, that things will turn out for the best as well. Even though that things may be difficult as well, we always find a way to pull ourselves back up. And it was inspired as well by a French saying as well called après la pluie, le beau temps, what means after the rain, the good times, or like good weather.
Our film is going to be aimed at young women aged between 15 and 25, and we also follows the people who have lost a loved one related to the film. We designed a questionnaire and handed it out to pupils within our college. Originally it was going to be for just girls, but then we realised we should also ask men to see how they would feel about losing someone, and also if they have any personal objects that they treasure the most.
With our storyboarding, it helped the group as well to organise our thoughts about every single shot we're going to take for the film, like key points as well of the film that need to definitely be in the film that will really trigger the emotions of the audience too.
We've decided to use my room because we found that it's a medium-sized room. Our voiceovers will be done in a small room anyway, so the echo shouldn't bother us at all, and we think it suits our film.
With the script, we began to start making up a draft of how we wanted especially like it built up how we wanted the sisters' personalities to be as well, like with the sister being more cheerful and also the girl being a lot more gloomier in comparison. And with the animatics as well, it was very interesting as well doing this as well because it was the first time like any one of us had done it. We put it all together in Final Cut Express, and we will be able to show it now. And would we be able to show it, the animatic?
You can turn the sound on the white thing on the wall.
Is she ready yet? She should be. It is a funeral after all.
Poor thing. Her sister at such a young age.
I hope she doesn't blame herself. Dear Gary, I have such a mean sister. I know she stole my teddy bear. Dora, I'm gonna find
Hi,
it.
guys.
Where's my...
Yeah, but that was just a bit frustrating.
We've got three main props in our film. The first one is the sister's teddy bear. We decided to use it because it has a neutral face. We didn't want it to have too much emotion attached to it. It shows that the sister is quite immature because she's not exactly like 10 or something. She's an older girl, but she still owns a teddy bear. Our second one is a necklace. The necklace is a heart shape, which was given to the sister during her birthday, and it shows the bond between the two sisters and that they really do love each other deep down, even though they argue. Our final object is a journal. The journal will tell the story through the entries by the sister, and we're going to use voiceovers.
Tosin Plain said she often gives her sister a reality check about her behaviour, and she gets annoyed because her sister always acts in an immature way, and she's a more reserved sister. And I play the sister that has died, and I choose to express my feelings in a diary rather than telling face-to-face to my own sister. And I get frustrated when my sister takes my things away, and I'm more the outspoken sister.
And that's the end of our presentation. Thank you.
Questions? Okay, have you given any consideration to your actual shooting schedule at this point?
We're hoping to be shooting at least by next week as well, on a Saturday, and also hopefully as well during some times we have in the lessons too.
What were your individual roles?
Like with me, I was in charge of doing. With me, I was in charge of doing storyboarding, and I came up with the narrative as well.
I designed the questionnaire and I came up with the results as well.
I've done the mood board for Despair, Loss and Isolation, and the mood board for the target audience, as well as blogging.
And I've done the background research for Shades in General.
Who did the animatic?
Me and Priscilla did the animatic.
Pardon me.
In the very beginning of your animatic, it was really quiet for a while, and I was just wondering what sounds will the audience be hearing? There was about 10 seconds or so that it was really quiet. I'm sure that you have planned something, but I just don't know what it is. What was it?
Is that we wanted the beginning to be quiet. We wanted the beginning to be quiet because of we want to reflect about like the sadness of the place as well, that she's isolated, that in her heart as well it's kind of like, okay, there's nothing there at the moment. So that's what we wanted to reflect with the silence.
Okay, and so is the rest of it, you hear some voices, or is that all voiceover that you're going to put on it?
It's not going to be all voiceover. With the stairs bit, one is that there's two adults talking, and it'll be voiceover as well, but it's kind of like them talking about the girl's situation, and it's kind of informing the audience about what's happened to the girl.
When you say voiceover, do you mean you hear their voices off screen?
Yeah.
Okay. And so just want you to keep in mind that if the audience sees something and there's no actual voices, you need to record what it sounds like to be silent. Okay? Does that make sense? So like, even this room, if we were to film this room and have it, in a movie, we would have to still be filming the silence in the room because it will sound different from the silence of just taking out all the audio. And your costumes. I think, did you touch on costumes much? What are the people, your actors, going to wear?
With the main girl storyline, we decided that she'll be wearing black clothes as well to represent her, like she's going to a funeral soon as well, to kind of show as well that depression of her state. And with the sister as well, whenever she's seen as well in the flashbacks, she's seen with like brightly coloured clothes to reflect her character.
Any other questions? No?